whole idea of joining another political party, and precisely the ruling party, is simply because of the belief that in 2027 they are going to write the results of election. Nothing else. I mean, it's an absurdity that people will see a sinking house and they are running into it for shelter.
Well, which one is the sinking house now?
APC, obviously.
Why is it a sinking house?
The World Bank report made it clear that Nigerians are going to be poorer till 2027. Have you asked yourself why they stopped at 2027? Because they know that this country is a blessed country. On the day they have very good leader, poverty will dry up. So they have given up on Tinubu's regime, that it's a government that will afflict Nigerians with hunger and hardship until it ends.
The millions who voted Tinubu think he's the best leader.
Well, the millions you're talking about, is it the million that was written or the million that came from where?
Was the election result
Have you seen?
Was it written?
Have you seen the polling unit by polling unit results from INEC for the 2023 presidential election? If you have seen, show me. That's what the law says in section 62(2)(3) of the Electoral Act. That after the election, INEC should post in its electronic server the polling unit by polling unit results of all the results of the election after it was technically glitched. Have you seen any of such results? Why? Because it was written. So people are running into a sinking house because they believe there is a magic with which the owner and the builder of the house will use to sustain the house, and that's writing results.
So all of the results that Peter Obi got in the election too were written.
Now, interesting question. We had 18,008 polling units that we showed from the IREF portal where results were not posted at all. There is no explanation to it till today. Recall that I said that they wrote the results. The result given to Peter was allocated to him. That's written. Go to Rivers State.
Who did?
Go to INEC. Go to Rivers State.
But the court said the court says otherwise.
No, the court is not telling you they wrote or they did not write. The court is telling you you did not produce the evidence to show substantial evidence that even if you bring the ones they wrote, that it could change the system. Where will you bring the evidence? When INEC, the only institution that is in custody of such document, refused to bring it out. We were in the court. We subpoenaed them many times.
On what basis did they, according to you, did they allocate the result of Peter Obi having over 90-something% of the vote in some part of the southeast, and it has overwhelming result beating the incumbent, the president at the moment, who is also from Lagos State? He beat him very well in his own state of Lagos.
According to
is that also the part of the plan? According
to the PDP spokesperson in Lagos, he said we won by almost 1 million votes, not by level, in Lagos. So the mere fact that they reduced it to 10,000 difference tells you it was still written. Where is the polling unit by polling unit results of Lagos State election? And the law is that it will be unmutilated. All the results I saw in 2023 are mutilated. You could see majority of them. So it is either you are allocating somebody's result or you're removing some result from his own.
What were your agents looking at when this was going on? Because I imagine that you should have agents at the party across all of the polling units, or the thousands of polling units across the country.
Yes, that is what it ought to be. And even the Electoral Act recognizes that all the parties will not have the resources to have the agents in all the polling units. And that's why the law always uses the word may. Why do you need an agent if you are operating under an INEC that is not corrupt and that will not manipulate the results? It's not the duty of political parties to organize elections. INEC took 400 billion naira to organize election in Nigeria and came out with no results known to any human being.
So you started this conversation by saying the only reason why those who are defecting or moving to the APC are going is to guarantee
that the
That they will
election should
return.
be written in their favor, 2027. I'll give you the analysis of Delta State. Recall that Senator Ned Nwoko said the only reason he wanted to go to APC is because he has a lousy governor who does not know his left from his right and who has broken all the agreements that they had. And then he said he would want to move to APC where the light is shining. Recall, there is one Oma Agege who loves to be the governor of Delta State and who has been grooming the APC and welcoming people into their fold. Recall that there is a Festus Kayamo who is not really a fan to Oma Agege. And then a governor from nowhere, from PDP, carrying all the people from PDP, moving into the same APC. Can you now see strange bedfellows? Will Ned Nwoko go and now bow to him because automatically he has become a leader of APC, even if he has been there for 24 hours? Recall that Festus Kayamo, the first tweet is to my leader. So, Oborowere now is the leader of APC in Delta State. Will Ned Nwoko now go with his heart to go and bow and fall for him so that in the next election, the governor will support his senatorial ambition? Will Omo Agege pocket his gubernatorial ambition because another leader has come in and may be given the right of first refusal? This is going to implode. We had such a situation in 2019 in Imo State where Rochas Okorocha wanted to put his son-in-law as governor. And APC did not like such scenario. They went and picked Uzodinma. And Okorocha went to AAC and said it was a strategic alliance, it's not anti-party. And in the gubernatorial election, he was not supporting his party, he was supporting AAC. That made PDP to win at the first round before the judicial intervention. So you will expect that APC will implode. That is for sure. You will hear the rumor. Of course, before you hear wars, you hear rumors of wars. Today it is about rumors of wars. Tomorrow it will be wars. You recall that the special advisor on political affairs to the presidency, Baba Ahmed, resigned and retired from the government of APC. And he even declared that Tinubu is not even fit to be president, that he should step aside. This is an insider. I told you it's about a house that is sinking. The World Bank has said this government is sinking Nigerians into hunger and hardship. And then you think people that are going in there are going in there. Nigerian people will be, and they will have the last say. The only thing that I am talking about, will their say be allowed to stand? Well, Tinubu has been a harbinger of anarchy.
What do you mean?
Look at in Lagos State.
Is that not too heavy to say?
I always bring you facts. Look at in Lagos State. 40 members of the House of Assembly voted that they do not want a speaker. Of course, in support of the governor, because the elected female went in and solidarized with the governor, who reciprocated. And only one man, Tinubu, gave the instruction, no, I want Speaker Obasa to remain. And one vote, one veto vote was superior to 40 votes of the House of Assembly. What is that? That's anarchy. Absence of authority completely in the legislative house.
But the court has said, or the court seems to have supported that position.
What?
The court in the state.
Good. What do you think the court would have said?
They said the process that led to the removal of Obasa,
yes,
was illegal.
Good. What I want to tell you, and I don't want to delve into law, respectfully to the decision of the court, the speaker is holding the office at the pleasure of the members of the house. So if the house members didn't want Obasa, they didn't want him. It was not the voice of the court that restored Obasa. As you know, Obasa had already been restored before the concurrent speech from the court. So the court issue is out of the way. Obasa was reinstated by the words of Tinubu, not by the court's decision. So that's by the way. So you're talking about the national executive, the national legislature. Exactly the same thing that he did in the state legislature.
Let me ask you.
So what do you call that?
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Innocent Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.